a bunch of shit that should have never been in the public got put into the public, but not by me.
Right.
And like people are like, why'd you put your life into the public eye? I'm like, I didn't. That's what you're actually mad about. I didn't. Yeah. People call that lying. It's like, I didn't lie to you. I didn't talk to you about this shit. It wasn't your business.
But you
did. And it never was supposed to be.
Yeah, it is lying.
Looters and polluters.
But now, like, you know, the situation's here. And the really unfortunate thing is there's a real, like, from a storytelling perspective, there's a really good story in there that'll never get told with real people, real drama, and all that shit. And people
what about the
cheapened
relationship stuff, about the swinging and what have you?
Story that'll never get told.
That story?
No, it goes well before any of that shit. Okay. It goes into just life and how life develops. And yes, of course. You know why he has to headbutt women, right?
Why?
Have you ever seen his weak ass arms?
Yeah, I have.
Like, Nick, why are you talking about Aaron's weak ass arms? Like, seriously. You know, Nick, you keep talking about can people do push-ups. Can you do push-ups? Like, you sound like Melton calling Aaron Mooby. Melton's like 400 pounds. He's a big fat piece of shit like me. Like, you're making fun of Aaron's physical appearance, man. Like, and it's the greatest story you never told. Well, you can tell it. Like, what the fuck, dude? This is just Copenhagen now.
I was hoping Ralph would fight him. That would be funny.
Ralph fighting anybody is always funny.
Yeah.
He's so weird because he's like, he pulls this internet tough guy thing and challenges everyone to a fight. It's like, dude, you don't have your fighting record is 0-2. And they're like, everybody watched you get your ass just handed you. Why do you have this internet tough guy thing? No one's challenging you to a fight. No one's saying anything about it. But like, you're an embarrassing specimen if we're talking about fighting.
He's like, Imholte is like the Waluigi of podcasting. Like, there's
but people want Waluigi still as a thing.
I don't think they do. Well, but either way, if they do, he's like the original broadcasters were like straight up the road, and then you had like guys like Howard Stern, like the shock jock guys, and he's like this weird reflection of that, which is not. It has no identity beyond. I'm doing like a performance of what I think radio is. It's so bizarre.
Right.
I get the most uncomfortable feeling every time I watch Imholte's streams.
Everyone trying to revive a dead format should also be dead.
Yeah.
There's two things to understand. One, like, he's married to this radio format, and it's true. It's straight to the bone. When I was hanging around him all the time, all he talked about was radio guys. Oh, I'm an old school radio guy. It's like, why? Why would you want to be an old school radio guy? Like,
stay in the past with
that's
him,
gone.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, if that's what you like, fine. I don't care, but all right. The other thing you have to realize about him, and this is critical, you learn this when you spend time with him.
Uh-huh.
And when you have been through experiences and then you listen to him recount them, he lives in this moment, and no other moment, past, present, or future, exists. And everything that he has experienced in life or believes about the future will bend towards serving right now and where he is.
I mean, there are a lot of people who are like that. There are a lot of people who are like that. I can't, like, okay. I do agree, though. Yes, trying to, like, revive radio. Yes, radio's dead. I don't disagree. Yeah, trying to bring it back, it ain't ever coming back. You know, YouTube is the closest thing, and that's not even close. So I don't know what the profundities that Nick is pontificating on here are.
I don't think he's conscious of it.
What do you mean? What do you mean bending?
Like
what do you mean right now? Like this?
Like is he bending it like Beckham?
Okay,
what's going on here?
There are stories he has told where he's like the hero of some situation that involved me or whatever. And he's literally, when he puts himself in the protagonist position, he's describing something either that I did or Kayla did or April did.
Oh, yeah.
But he rewrote himself as the one who did it.
Yeah.
Because
Cartman.
that serves this narrative at this time. But then what you'll do is if you listen,
yeah.
Isn't it weird? Like I do too. I know someone who used to do that.
So Nick is saying that Aaron didn't get him spaghetti. Like, okay, Nick. Well then, okay, Nick. We'll run with it. We'll run with the chat.
I'm related to him. I'm very close. It's a close relative, and that's how I'm like really able to identify it in him. I was like, holy shit, this is the same thing. Their brain just changes out facts of any story. And I legit think they believe 100% what they're saying. And you're like,
yeah,
oh, bro, I was there. That's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
And it's not even like, it's not like the alternate telling makes me look good and I'm trying to correct the record. I'm just like, that's not what happened at all. Like, that wasn't it. That's really weird. And like he has these stories, like anything he's ever said online where he goes, oh, like Nick's just like a little guy and like physically, like it'd be a shame to fight it. The only thing he ever said to me in person about anything like that was after like an argument that we had. He said, dude, when I looked into your eyes, I was fucking terrified of you. That's what he said to me.
Is he looking into your?
Wait. Okay. We just got through the whole thing of like Aaron makes himself the center of the moment. I don't think there's anybody like, okay, if you're a woman, I get it. You might be. I don't think another grown man has ever looked at Nick and thought, "Oh my God, I'm terrified something's going to happen to me." You just went through saying Aaron does that, and then you were saying this happened to you, and then like everybody clapped, and Aaron's like, you have power. Your kung fu is very strong. It's like, does anybody actually fucking believe that? I can't imagine being afraid of Nick. Okay, like if Nick's holding a gun or like a machete, yeah, I'd be like, okay, whatever you say, man. But like Nick just standing there, especially like all hunched over like he is outside of court, like, you know, even that lady, like when he tried to like take pictures of her, who was taking pictures of him, like she's like, it was weird, but she's like, you know, very quickly, like Nick scampered off. Like, I don't think anybody's really scared of him. Like, I don't think anybody would be. And he's probably a good, well, I'm 5'7", and he's like, what, 6'2"? Okay, so he's like 7-8 inches taller than me. It's like, I don't really think I would be scared of Nick. I really don't see it. This is weird.
He's honestly, it's the weirdest feeling. Even talking about him is like, I find even shitting on him to be unsatisfying because the things he's reveling in is like eating your cum.
Yeah,
like that's what he's. So even shitting
I almost had
on
to
him,
mute your mic, Nick, just while you were tired. I'm like, I don't want to hear about that.
Like with Maddox will never, like he will never give an inch. He was always fighting. He's
Mr.
always
Principles, yeah.
Mr. Principles. But Aaron Imholte is like so spongy and non-existent.
Mr.
Like the
No
Waluigi's,
Principles,
Mr. It's like there's nothing there. So even shitting on him is totally unsatisfying to me because I don't think it has any impact at all. It's just like
he was
like air.
The other day, he's sitting there.
Do you know what
covering
what I mean?
Story.
Though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the other day, he was covering some story about some OnlyFans chick complaining about some other OnlyFans chick.
Yeah.
Right. And he's just sitting there. He's like, oh, you just sit there and take it up the ass for money. You think you could complain about someone else taking it up the ass for money? And all I can think is like, bro, you have watched, and I know this, a bunch of women online take it up the ass for money. Like, how can you sit there and dump on this one? You engage in consuming this product.
Yeah.
Why are you performatively being opposed to it right now?
Yeah.
Polluters, man.
And it didn't, he has no concept of like self-actualization or realization or.
Wait. Nick, are you telling us you've gone through? How do you know he's looked at it? Have you gone through his search history, Nick? Does that mean you have access to his Google? Like, are you admitting you dicked around in his computer? Like his Google files? Like, oh boy. Self-actualization, like, yeah. Okay. Let's keep going.
Application. It's like, dude, if you applied a modicum of what you say, you would be so self-loathing. And maybe he is. I don't know. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since April, man. Like I don't know if he's in
statement,
shambles and just being.
Yeah, I
Okay, yes. I'm not gonna lie. Anytime in any discussion, when the month of April comes up, it's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I do think that's funny. I haven't seen him since April. Like that's never gonna get old at this point. That is like that's one of the funny things about this. Like it has given us some funny stuff.